I'm trying to build my confidence.
Okay, you're all set, Margaret.
All right, thank you, Sharon. I am going to read the checklist to ensure meetings are compliant with the right to know law during the state of emergency. And as chair of the Board of Selectmen, I find that due to the state of emergency declared by the governor as a result of COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to executive order 2020-04, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note that there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. However, in accordance with the emergency order, I am confirming that we are providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access possibilities by video or other electronic means. We are utilizing both Zoom and YouTube for this electronic meeting, but I want to make an announcement for anybody who is trying to get in through Zoom. We were hacked, bombed, whatever they call it, last week during our meeting. And so we have taken some extra security measures, and that is include putting anyone who wants to come into the meeting in the waiting room. And if we recognize you, we will admit you. But if you come in with something that just says iPad or iPhone, we probably won't admit you. So the best thing to do if you're going to come in through Zoom is to clearly have your name identified. First and last name would be great, so that we know who you are before, so that we can admit you and we know who you are, okay? So anyhow, you can watch the meeting on YouTube, obviously, and you do have the ability to communicate. All of us have the ability to communicate during this meeting contemporaneously, and the public has access to listen and if necessary, participate through the meeting, dialing the following phone 236-4730, or by clicking on the following website address, www.watervillevalley.org, or you can text to 603-254-6708. And if you are on Zoom with us, you can certainly use the chat box. And B, we are providing public notice of the necessary information for accessing the meeting. We previously gave notice to the public of the necessary information for accessing the meeting, including how to access the meeting using Zoom or telephonically. Instructions have also been provided on the website of the town at www.watervillevalley.org. C, we provide a mechanism for the public to alert the public body during the meeting if there are problems with access. If anybody has a problem, please call 603-236-4730 or email at townofwv@watervillevalley.org. And D, we will adjourn the meeting if the public is unable to access the meeting. In the event the public is unable to access the meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes that are taken during this meeting shall be done by roll call vote. Let's start the meeting by taking roll call attendance. When each member states their presence, please also state whether there is anyone in the room with you during this meeting, which is required under the right to know law. And this is Margaret Turner, member of the Board of Selectmen, and I am alone.
This is Rich Rita. I am in a room with a nurse at the moment, so I may drop off all of a sudden, but I am here.
Okay.
Mike Aronson alone.
Okay.
Jim DeRocher
So-
with the Black Bear Lodge. I'm alone.
Okay, thank you. Somebody recognized you, Jim, so you were able to get in. We weren't quite sure who Jim D was originally. So Mark, I don't have the agenda in front of me. Do we have to start with the election of officers of the select board?
You should. Yes.
Okay. So can I have a nomination for chair of the select board?
Mike, I'll nominate Margaret.
This is Rich. And this is Rich. I'll second that nomination.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that Margaret be the chair of the select board. All those in favor, Margaret, aye.
Rich, I.
Mike, aye.
Okay, and let's look now at vice chair. I would like to nominate Rich Rita as vice chair of our group, and congratulations on your victory yesterday, Richard.
This
Can I
is
have a
Mike. I'll second the nomination.
Okay, so made and seconded nominating Rich Rita as vice chair of the select board. All those in favor, Margaret, aye.
Mike, aye.
Rich
good.
just went mute. The majority of the select board has nominated Rich. Okay, great. What else do we have on the agenda, Mark?
Planning board members
Okay.
need to be reappointed. Sharon, do you have that list?
I do. There are actually 4 nominations or 4 members from the planning board. The first would be Terry Waite wants to move from a full member status to an alternate status.
Okay,
Bill Spence, I'm sorry, Rob Wilson to be an alternate member.
okay,
Bill Spence to be a full member.
okay,
And then, and I guess Wendy, this would be, or perhaps the whoever was the board member that wanted to be moved from a alternate position to a full member position. And I think that the discussion was that was Mike Capel, but I don't know if there's any changes to that from original. Is that correct, Wendy?
Yeah, just Mike Capel, as far as attendance, has been to more meetings than Rob, so I think it's,
okay. So Mike is going from an alternate to full?
Yes.
Is that, okay.
Yep.
So let me capsule, these are nominations to the planning board. The recommendation is that Terry Waite be made an alternate member. He's currently a full member. That Bill Spence be made a full member. He's currently an alternate member. That Rob Wilson be made an
Wait.
alternate member.
No.
He's currently a full member.
But-
And that Mike Capel go from alternate to full member. Can I have a second? Oh,
No,
sorry.
Margaret,
What?
ask
So
Wendy. I
Bill
think Wendy's got
Spence,
some.
Bill
Yeah, Bill-
Spence is a full member.
That's what I said. It was
he
going
needs-
from alternate to full.
no, he has,
He's always been a full.
Yes.
Okay, so
He's
that's
just being
corrected.
reappointed for a 3-year term.
Okay, reappointed for a 3-year term. Bill Spence, okay?
And now, just to review though, was there another full member whose term was up, Sharon, this year?
No, that was
Okay,
it. That was it.
so Bill was the only one.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through the list one more time, just to
Yeah.
make sure I didn't screw it up. I move that we make Terry Waite an alternate member on the planning board, that we reappoint Bill Spence to full membership for 3 years, that Rob Wilson be moved to alternate on the planning board, and that Mike Capel be moved from alternate to full member of the planning board. Can I have a second?
This is Rich. I'll second that.
All right. All those in favor, Margaret, aye.
Rich, I.
Mike, aye.
Okay,
And I'm assuming that Rich will continue as the ex officio member from the select board.
I
yes.
heard Mike wants to be that.
Unless Mike
Mike,
wants
I thought
to-
you wanted to take the shot.
No, I can't. There would be way too many conflicts for me to even talk about that.
In that case, I will assume the mantle one more time, or this time, I should say.
Well, you did such a good job, you and Wendy, with all of the information that you did on all of those articles. You know, so I have an idea that when people were voting yesterday, that a lot of them actually understood what they were voting for, and that's a good thing. And they all passed. So that's a good thing. All right.
Indeed.
And
Thank you.
Any
And-
other business?
no, I just wanted to remind the board that I'll be going to the Curious George Cottage conceptual consultation at the planning board meeting tomorrow for the preschool. So I'll have an update at the next selectmen's meeting for you. And also the transportation, the TAP grant application that we talked about at the last selectmen's meeting and had HEB working on getting the application done. We have found out that the funding could be as far out as 4 years. So 2024, fiscal year 2024, before that money is available. And before we get much further down the application process, I just wanted to get your thoughts on whether or not you want us to complete it. We can try to get that amount or that time frame accelerated, but there's no guarantee that we could get the funding. It could be as late as 2024.
And Mark, this was for the road project that we were
This is
looking
for
at?
the road for Valley Road, Tecumseh, and Snows Brook. And I know those roads are in really bad shape. We want to get them done.
Can I throw something in, Mark?
Yeah, Mike.
Do we have anyone who is paying attention to Shaheen's office with any of this money that's coming to the state for infrastructure and how we can get our hands out and get in line for any of it available and any of the projects we have on the drawing boards?
There has not been any formal offer by any of the congressional delegation as far as a point of contact with their office or whatever, but we can send them a.
Yeah, I think we should
let them know.
instigate the point of contact as opposed to waiting for one.
Sure.
So at least with all these big projects we have and all this money, we might know we might have a shot for something, or we'll know we don't have a shot for something. But the sooner we can clarify the possibilities, I think it'll make it clearer for us what we have to spend.
Yeah, and we're also in the same, or we're also in the application window for the Northern Borders grant process, but we finished so far down on the list.
We didn't even get Miss Congeniality on that one.
No, we didn't. So I was not going to spend the effort to reapply there.
But from what I'm hearing from the broad strokes of this COVID money coming in, you know, if we can give a shovel-ready project to them, we can really go to them and see if they can defend not giving it to us when we're ready and need it, especially on the wastewater treatment system.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, Mark, are you saying that if we put this TAP grant in, we'd have to put it in this year, but we wouldn't see the money for 4 years?
Yes, they are taking applications for funding that won't be available until 2024.
Should we be putting in an application from some of the other roads?
Well, they're not really ready.
They're not engineered yet, I
They're not
know.
engineered the way that these roads are.
Yeah.
Mark, could that TAP grant be a reimbursable fee?
Well,
Meaning
that's
that,
what we are asking, whether or not we can accelerate it and get the money sooner, or whether we can spend the money now and get
the money reimbursed to us in 2024. So we just,
right. So if you want, if the answer to the reimbursement question is yes, I'm going to continue to move ahead. If the
Okay.
I
answer-
would move ahead anyways.
You think so?
Why
Yeah.
not?
I concur.
There's so many things going on. Let's have it in and have it in an official.
Okay.
so-
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Very good. We'll keep moving forward on it.
okay.
That's all I have.
That's it? Anybody else have anything?
Oh, I would like to, for the members of the public who are here, we have 2 alternate positions on the planning board that are open, that we do not have anyone filling those seats. So if anyone is interested, or you hear of anyone who is interested in serving as an alternate on the planning board, please contact us and we'll be, we can have you guys review that interest.
We had to get in touch with Mike from yesterday.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, that he got a lot of votes.
yep,
He may not have gotten the position, but he got a lot of votes. And I think one of the best ways for him to prepare for perhaps running again next year is to get him into some town committees or that kind of thing. So he has some of that background to look at.
okay, very good. We'll reach
Yeah.
out to him. Yep.
Okay, super. All right. Well, if nobody has anything else, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn.
All right. And I
And
am
yes.
gonna,
This is Rich. This is Rich. I can second that motion.
I hope you're going to be home soon.
Yeah.
And our next meeting is the
Me too.
24th,
17th.
the 17th. Okay, at 3 o'clock.
At 3
All right,
o'clock,
so next
regular
week.
meeting.
All
Yep.
right, everybody. The meeting is adjourned. I vote to adjourn the meeting. Mike?
As long
Yes.
as you voted for it, I'll go with it.
Richard? Yes?
Same here.
All right.
I'm good, same.
See you all soon back in the
Yeah,
valley.
hang in there, Rich. If you need anything, let
Hang
me
in
know.
there, Rich.
Enjoy your PT.
Thank you, everybody.
Cool.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Looks like Rich is still there. He's getting it.
Yeah, you may want to help him. be able to. You should be able to end his session.
I can remove him, but that sounds.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Remove Richard's iPad. Remove
There
Richard's
you go.
iPad. There we go. I'm not gonna.
All right.
him. Hold on one sec. I'm still recording, so.
Oh, yeah.
Don't record. We're going to